Hi everyone and welcome back to Chess for Charity. In this video, I'm going to try to challenge myself by checkmating with an H-pawn. I guess it could also be an A-pawn, but I was thinking an H-pawn. Let's get started. Okay, so this is a rating 1000. So I think what I'm going to do is just try not to move my H or A-pawn early on. I like the idea of keeping it closed. I'm not even sure what I'm playing. I'm just making random moves here. Let's move back. Thinking about, oops, can't draw arrows. Thinking about bringing my knight. I'm going to try to trade some pieces off early on just to kind of have fewer to worry about. Okay. So the thing about this challenge that I really like, I was about to move the H-pawn. Of course I can move it, but I got to be careful. The reason I like this challenge is because it just adds a whole new dimension to chess. And it just makes you think about all the different ways that you can play the game. And even though the game itself is already amazing, stuff like this, I'm going to try to save this piece. I can't, because they're going to try to trap me. Yeah. We'll see if they do it. They don't. Okay. I'm just going to take stuff. I know that I am in danger there. Defending that. My king is open. Oh, let's just protect everything. Run away. I don't want to checkmate the king, but I will trade pieces. And then, let's see what I got here. Look at, they don't even take it. They're threatening what? They're threatening a check. Well, the good thing is that this is not a challenge to do it by castling, because if it was, then I'd have to take that with the queen, or else I'd lose. I'm okay with that check if they do that. I think that's fine. I'll just back up. There's no fork here. No, I don't mind that. That's not a big threat. Yeah, so like I was saying, I love the idea of the challenge. Let's hold the pawn now. I'm going to hold that pawn. Attack this, hold the pawn. Let's do this first. That's a check. Take with the queen, I win the bishop. Take with the king. You're going to, oh, we're going to take it all? Okay. Now let's get my queen in the game. And then once I have it simplified, I think I'll have a much easier time of checkmating with the H-pawn. So I'm thinking about what to do. Let's just make it really simple. Let's go here and let's go here. I also got to be careful not to stalemate, which is very easy. I'm just looking to trade. I don't want to checkmate you. I'm not trying to beat you yet. They won't. I'm giving up. I'm giving up pieces. Go ahead. Here, let's trade. Okay, so I feel pretty comfortable now. Okay. Now I want to take, so let's do this. Let's cut the king off. So now the king has these squares. Maybe I should stalemate him a little bit. Like if I do this kind of thing? Okay. So let's think about this. What do I want to happen? Right? This is where you have to get kind of logical here. I want to have the king maybe on g5 so that when I give check, it's mate. Which means I need to cover this square and I need to cover that square. Well, how in the world am I going to do that? Let's start by taking this pawn. That way I can eventually cover this square. I'll get around to that. Okay, let's move the king. Let's get another rook involved here. Ooh, or I could do something like this if I can cut the king off properly. Okay, so it's looking like the H-pawn. The A-pawn is not going to be the candidate to win this. Okay, I think what I have to do, there's a part of me that wants to get like a knight, like promote to a knight to try to cover some squares of two diagonal squares. But I don't think that's necessary. But I was thinking something like promote to a bishop as well. That way, that's a wonderful diagonal. That way, I cover just this h5 to d1 diagonal, and then that forces the king out. Let's try that. And if they move the pawn, then I'm gonna have to start over. Okay, well, is there a way I can fix that? Well, if I do that, they won't be able to get in. So let's be careful here. This is the beauty of these challenges. Look at how I'm up like so much material, but that's not the fun. The fun is all about, oh, now I'm letting them in. Oh, okay. That's all right. We have to just take a moment and figure out what to do. I think I'm going to have to give that up. That's okay. I don't know. Is it? Is it okay? I'm trying to, let's just take that. That's pawn's annoying. Okay. Everything's held together. Everything's held together. All right, the pawn is defending the bishop. Or the pawn's defending the bishop. I got to get my chess right. The bishop is defending the pawn. The rook is defending the rook, and the rook is defending the pawn. Look at that synergy. Okay. Now, how do I get the king cut off? Let's do this. I'm going to promote to a bishop. Let's be careful not to mate the king. Okay. Okay. There's no stalemate, right? The king can move. So let's lock it up. Worst case scenario, I can always sacrifice a rook, give them a move. Or put a rook here, give them 2 moves. Okay. So now I'm getting some... I don't want to move that. So let's just take it. I don't want to move the... I can move the h-pawn as long as I mate with the h-pawn. That's the challenge, right? So let's just do this. Let's back my pieces up. Let's guard all... Look at what we're guarding here. Look at the bishop. These are why 2 bishops are killer. So what I want to do is I want to leave an opening. So, let's see how I can do it. How do I want to do it? I almost feel like the rooks are all I need. Let's move out of the way. Let's take this one while I'm at it. Just don't stalemate the king. And then let's start doing something here. Let's start chopping the king so that it has to go up the board. Okay, now we're cooking. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I want to hold everything together. So let's do this. And if they... Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, I'm getting closer. So I feel like this is good. I feel like this works. Right? Check. And where do they go? They only have these 2 moves. I need to guard both squares, though. Okay, so let's do this. Now they have here or there. Where are they going to go? They're going to go here. So now if I checked, they'd go here. Right? And that's not mate. That's by definition not mate. Okay, so sorry about that. Let's see here. What can I do? I want to move. I can maybe triangulate the bishop so that when they move here, well, they won't be able to move there, right? That's the point. The point is that when they move there, I check them. But I need to cover this stuff too. I need to cover this. So let's have the king teeter-totter here. Right? The king can't do anything except move here and here. Right? Let's do this. Let's figure this out logically. So now let's look at this. I promote again, but to not to a bishop or a queen, or else that would not be good. To a rook. And now what's the point? The point... Hey, give mate. There's mate right there. The point is that now, if I check you, you have to come up the board, and then that is mate. Did I do it? That makes sense, right? Because that square is now covered by the rook. How cool is that? I love this. This is such a good idea. I love challenges like this because it makes the whole game different. You can approach the game differently. So let's try that. Let's make sure I calculated right. The king can't go anywhere else. H-pawn, MVP. Woo! Awesome. That was a lot of fun. That took, what, 10 minutes almost? I was surprised it was going to take that. I was surprised it took that long. I thought it was going to take longer. Awesome. Apparently I made 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, and 0 missed wins, even though I promoted to a bishop and also to a rook. It seems like I could have maybe done it faster. Awesome. Well, that was it for this video. I love this idea of different challenges. Maybe I should try to do it with something else. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But it's against a 1,000 rated bot. Maybe I have to turn up the heat to 1,500 or something, or 1,250. So much fun. It's a lot of fun. But that's it for this video. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like it on YouTube. Half of all income I earn will go directly to charity. This month, the charity is American Heart Association. Next month, it'll be something different. That's it for this video. Thanks so much. Bye.